this three-part video series, I want to share with you some of the finest ideas and concepts that I've learned in the area of personal productivity and priority management. Let me give you my own story. This is my 15th year in corporate training, and in this 15 years, I have taken thousands of corporate executives and entrepreneurs across industries through these experiential workshops. And I remember in 2007, when I was working for a training organization, I was given the responsibility for India and UAE offices, and it was quite common for me to travel to Dubai on a Friday evening and be on a 6-day kind of a schedule from Saturday to Thursday evening. And that was one of the most busiest periods of my life. I remember taking a flight back from Dubai to Bombay, and it would be on Thursday evening, and on many occasions I would reach home by about 3 o'clock in the morning. And more than 5 occasions I remember having reached home only to get ready again for another workshop and leave home after a couple of hours. It was around that time I remember having a conversation with my wife, and she expressed the concerns of having a future together. When she said that, it was absolutely shocking for me, because I thought I was paying a huge price. I was missing on my sleep, missing on my rest, pushing myself too hard and paying the price so that my family could be comfortable. But my wife thought that we do not have a future together, and that caused me to search for answers. I've also realized that when you're looking for answers, especially in this age, it's not difficult to get the answers because we are living in an information age. But isn't it true that when we are drowning in information, we are also probably starving for wisdom? And I was not just looking for answers, but I was looking for wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to know what I must do. And then I stumbled upon the thoughts of one of the wisest person who has ever lived on this earth, and his name is King Solomon. And he says, a man of wisdom avoids all extremes. And I realized that my life was going in one extreme. Probably it was happening because before I got into training, I went through a 11-month agonizing period of joblessness, and I was looking for a breakthrough which was not coming by. And to add to the situation, I was also grappling with the disappointment of failing as an entrepreneur in my first journey. And in my insecurity, I would have probably crossed the balance and gone to the other extreme. And here I want to share with you one of the finest concepts that I've ever learned, which will help you to strike the right balance so that you can not only look forward to a successful life, but also a life of fulfillment. I'll have to use the whiteboard so that you get an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm going to teach you a concept called margins. Now, what are margins? Let me ask you a question. If I were to give you a sheet of paper like this, and if I were to ask you to write on this paper, how would you write? My guess is you would probably write like this. And if I were to give you another sheet of paper and with a margin. And if I were to ask you to now write, how would you write? Again, my guess is you would probably write like this. Now, this is a point. In today's fast changing, demanding working environment, we are living a marginless life. And if we don't set margins, then we stand the risk of burnout. Let me dive deeper so that you get a clear understanding of what are margins. There are different areas of our life. The way we manage our finances, the way we manage our health, the way we manage our relationships, all these form different areas of our life. And let's take the area of your health, for example. And this is how I would explain the concept of margins, how to build margins for your life. We all have some reserves out of which we operate. Now, if you ignore the area of your health, it's not that you will get a heart attack the next day. But over a period of time, if you keep ignoring your health, then very soon we reach a point of no return. And that's where we need to understand that any area of our life is divided into probably two parts, and one would be the current, and I'm talking specifically with respect to your area of health, and the other could be your savings. Let me elaborate further and help you understand how we can maintain margins in one particular area of our life. Let's say health. Now, for maintaining peak health, there are two things that are extremely vital. One is your exercise, and the other is your diet. Now, we all know that maintaining peak health is all about 20% exercise and 80% diet. But if we ignore these two areas, it's not that from the next day you get a serious health condition or a heart attack, but on a regular basis, if you keep ignoring these two areas, that is your exercise and your diet, and if you keep doing that, if you keep drawing from the current and you do not replenish it, and if you keep drawing from the savings and you do not replenish it, and you do not change your lifestyle, then very soon you will reach a point where there is a serious health condition that you are fighting with. Now, how can we build margins? There's a very powerful idea that I learned, and it's called as the hour of power. And this is what we must do first thing in the morning. If an hour is of 60 minutes, and if you divide that hour into three parts of 20 minutes, 20 minutes and 20 minutes, then you will do well in the area of your health by maintaining these three parts, addressing your spirit, soul and body. Which means 20 minutes you must exercise your body. 20 minutes you must read something which is inspiring and stimulating, and 20 minutes you must pray or meditate. And that's how we have the hour of power. If you keep doing this over a period of time, you keep building margins. You will not only add to your savings, you will also keep adding to your current account. And even if there is a time where you are not able to probably exercise or maintain a healthy diet for a small period, it's not that catastrophic because you have enough reserves to draw from. Let me give you another area of your life, and that's your area of personal finances. You know, we are living in an age of consumerism. And what is consumerism? We are constantly on a pursuit to buy things which we do not need with the money we do not have, and to impress those whom we do not like. And if you have fallen prey to satisfying your urge to consume, then you have also fallen in the trap of EMIs. And let's say you have an income and you have an expense. If there are too many EMIs in your expenses, then your income is going towards those EMIs, which means if your income is less, expenses are more, there are no margins. Not only that, you are fast eating into your savings. Now, how do you maintain margins in the area of your personal finances? I think one of the golden rules is never spend more than what you earn. And if I may go a step further, and if you want to create margins, never spend more than 70% of what you earn. Rest of the 30% you can invest for your personal future, and that would be creating the margins. That will give you the confidence, that will give you the ability to tide over difficult times, which will definitely come along as you go through this journey of life. Now, the promise to you is that if you have understood the concept of margins, and if you are able to practice it, then let me assure you, in 90 days, you will witness a major transformation in that area of your life where you have been committed to building margins. Now, let me summarize. It's absolutely critical that we build margins. If we don't build margins, then our lives are going to go out of balance. And let me remind you, man of wisdom avoids all extremes. And so, commit to build margin-filled lives and not margin-less lives. Not only for you, but even for your families. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, I would love to hear your comments below. And feel free to share this with your friends, for this is an extremely important message that they must hear in this stress-filled lives that we are living in.